Morning. It's a Tuesday morning across St. Vincent and Grenadines. Let's welcome the 21st day of September 2021. Hey, wherever you are, however you're listening, welcome to the Wake Up Call, all right? To the entire team, we're going to take you up until the 10 o'clock hour this morning. Good morning to Chooks. Good morning, Hurricane Man.
Good morning,
The
Crystal.
Hurricane Man.
The Hurricane Man.
Is it D or the?
Huh?
Make up your mind. Is it the?
It's either Ada or Ida. Which one? You just pick it. Same hospital, it's just a different one.
Man.
Just
How
pick
about
anyone.
man? How about I just say man?
No. You
I
gotta
gotta say, I got a differentiate or differentiate.
Right.
So
right.
the Hurricane Man or
The
the
Hurricane,
Hurricane Man.
right.
All right. Good morning to you.
Morning, Chrissy.
All right. So what's up and what's popping?
I can give a quick story. Yesterday, I met your friend, Mr. Hamilton. He came to see you. Brought a
He came to see me personally.
He came
He
to.
told you that he came to see me.
Well, he was kind of like looking for us, and he
Right,
brought a
and
whole
he found you.
Yeah, and then it escalated from there. He
Escalated, you said, yeah.
I asked him for a picture. I was like, Mr. Hamilton, could I have a picture of you? And he was saying, what kind of show did you talk about? And then the office staff had to come out and like, oh my goodness, Hamilton, don't beat up the Hurricane Man. He's such a nice
Yeah,
guy.
I'm pretty sure that's what was said.
Yeah, and I was scared, Crystal.
I'm pretty sure you were scared too.
I was just about to reach for my phone and call, Crystal, come and rescue me, Mr. Hamilton. Is he here? But he left some
Fight your own battles, okay?
he left some documents to you, so
Do you
I'll
have
pass
them?
it on. Yeah, I have them in my bag. A lot of documents. so.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll take a look at them afterward, all right?
But I met Mr. Hamilton.
All right, you seem very proud of that.
I was traumatized.
You was
I'm just-
You
to
were
use the word
traumatized. He
proud.
says that he was traumatized.
I was traumatized after the experience. You know
I'm
what I mean?
sure you were. I'm sure you were.
I-
Don't give people wrong impression, yeah? Don't give people wrong impression at all right? Let's say good morning to some folks on the WhatsApp. If you met somebody new yesterday, big up yourself. Hope that it was a much more pleasurable experience than the Hurricane Man had yesterday. All right? Watch your time in this place. Indeed. Good morning to Chooks. Chooks, is a long time I ain't hear from you, boy. You're gone missing or something, or you went missing, but you're back. So welcome back. All right. Good morning to Dr. West. Good morning to Elvina. Elvina always has some nice greetings for us in the morning. Let's hear what she has to
Let's
say.
see what she's
Morning,
saying.
Crystal. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, Hurricane Man. Hope all you have a great Tuesday this morning.
All right. Thank you. Good
Nice.
morning, Elvina. Good morning. Oh, no, that one. No.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's really nice. Good morning to you. All right. If you want to hit us up, 4301043. All right. So between yesterday and today, quite a couple things would have happened. All right. Quite a couple of things would happen. So many things that I can't even keep track. All right. I see that the leader of the opposition, New Democratic Party, Honorable Dr. Godwin Friday, he said that the only way out of this pandemic is through vaccinations. I don't mean to laugh, but you are leading a charge through Kingstown to talk about being against mandatory vaccinations, right? And a lot of people seem to be really confused by what he is saying to the people. And I believe that a lot of people are also confused, not only because they disagree with what he's saying, but those who are following are also confused by what he's saying, because you're telling me you are against mandatory vaccinations, but you're coming back and telling us that mass vaccinations is the only way to get out of the pandemic. I'm confused. And I
Why-
believe a lot of people are confused because they still don't know up to this day what the march was about.
What? Crystal, you're mixing up two things here.
I'm not mixing up two things,
Mandatory and mass.
right? A lot of people are confused
Mass
by
in terms
the
of
leader of the opposition saying that on one hand, he is against mandatory vaccinations, but on the other hand, he is saying that the only way out of this pandemic
is mass vaccination.
is mass vaccination.
You're mixing up
or it's
two words.
vaccinations,
You're mixing
right?
up two words, Crystal.
People are, yes, I am not mixing them up.
You
I am
are.
saying
You are.
what I am saying, what he is saying, and I'm saying people are confused by that because people don't understand what he is trying
Well,
to
I
say.
could tell you what I interpreted what he's saying, right? Mass vaccination is you willingly go to everybody and say, listen, guys, in the spirit of, protecting each other, we need to take this shot, right? And persuade them in that way. And not, on the other hand, he actually willingly took the vaccine, right?
Right. Him and his entire
Nobody
family.
didn't held him down and push it in his system. He said, okay, this is for the best. Persuasion, moral persuasion. That was the situation. It occurred. On the other hand, right, there is this forced approach. And that is what he's protesting against.
Okay. So then how else do you hope to achieve mass vaccination
By
if it's not made
by
mandatory?
persuasion. Just
Are
like
we-
how
are
we
we
have
at
people
20?
drinking alcohol, just like how we have people having sex, just like how we have people doing a lot of things by moral persuasion. You
Okay.
could
We have been trying to persuade people for the last couple months. How far have we gotten? I'm just asking questions.
just
Don't read
started.
into this too much.
We just
I am
started.
simply asking questions, right? How I think that's why some people are confused because they do not think that we can get to mass vaccination or herd immunity unless it's by way of mandatory vaccination.
No.
I believe that is why people are so confused because you're telling us mass vaccinations, but people see the only way to get there is through making it mandatory because left up to our own free will, we are not getting anywhere.
But Crystal, you're coming across as if he's tricking people. He's not tricking people. He is clearly outlining a strategy forward. Maybe your interpretation of his
I am
approach
telling you,
incorrect.
perhaps that is why people are
your
confused by what
perception.
he's saying.
So you're saying that he's confusing people?
People
By
are
his
confused.
action? No, I don't think so. But you say so.
Okay.
Let's make the link. You're
Let
saying,
me ask the listeners, right? Are you confused by what the opposition leader has said? He said the only way out of this pandemic is through vaccinations, right? Or initially he said mass vaccinations, but he's leading the charge against mandatory vaccinations. Are you confused by what he is sharing? I know some people are confused by it.
All right. I'm gonna lay that. Let me just drink some coffee over that, Crystal. Put
All
it
right.
outside.
Let me see. Good morning, Jimmy. Jimmy says, good morning, team. What the leader of the opposition is saying and doing, they're not one and the same. He's for vaccine, but against mandatory vaccination. They're not the same thing. Yes, Hurricane, it's not right to force things on anyone. People want to make it seem contradictory, but it's not. Okay, Jimmy is not confused. Jimmy is one
Big
of the
up,
persons who's not confused.
Big up, Jimmy.
All right? But you can easily get confused by it.
All right. Somebody said no, they're not.
They're not
I told you
confused.
the people not confused.
Okay, all right.
All right. Carry on,
All
Chrissy.
right, all right. Some other things
yeah.
that were trending. We have 15 new COVID-19 cases.
15?
I am 15.
Okay, all right.
15 new COVID-19 cases. I'm hoping that
What?
Jesus, bro. I'm hoping that the cases will continue to decline or they are starting to decline.
No.
I hope and pray.
No, I know. You see what happened? We have
you
emerged.
really-
We have
you
emerged
really,
from the
cramping us.
weekend. The whole pattern. You're gonna get a situation like later down in the week. Probably the numbers increasing, but I'm gonna be optimistic as you are because somebody told me in the week I'm very pessimistic. So I'm gonna leave my
And you
pessimistic
are
self.
and you are listening to them. I thought you were a person who you held your ground and you really didn't care
Come
about what other people
on.
had to say
I'm
about
gonna
you.
fight Chrissy, but I'm
Apparently not.
carry on.
You're bending, man. You're bending.
Don't tell I'm not bending for
You're
nothing.
bending. I mean, sorry, you are. Give me another term, they faster, man.
Submissive to them.
You're submitting.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Oh my goodness.
We've also had 2 new deaths.
Yeah.
Last week, Thursday, we asked right here on the wake up call, are we going to see more deaths coming from? I know we were speaking about the 41-year-old female at that point. Are we going to see more deaths coming out of that? Because reference was made to her case, to another death, one that we had last week. We have 2 more this week, yesterday. Those 2 deaths, are they related to that same
That's the first time.
41-year-old?
That's the first time you ever had like a release with 2 deaths in it, right?
Yeah.
That's
First
scary.
time.
That's scary.
It is very scary.
I don't like to look at movements. That's scary.
Yeah, really scary. I mean, we don't like to talk about COVID-19, but it's what's happening.
Yeah.
And you can't really run from it. All right. This is an 88-year-old female. Quite unfortunate. At 88, was she going out or did it come in?
I mean, like
You have to ask.
out of the island, or
As in
like,
out of the house.
Oh,
Did she contract
I
it out of the house?
Please clarify
Or
out, like leaving
did she
life,
go out and get it?
transitioning, you know,
Or did it come in to meet her?
Oh, okay.
Understand?
I understand.
All right, and the 41-year-old male, was he in contact with somebody else who died from COVID?
I don't have the answers. You know. But yeah, we asked
Rhetorical questions we're asking, all right? You don't have to answer. Jimmy says you're positive on weekends. All right. There's an apparent lockdown in Mustique.
Yeah, I heard that. The construction, you have I saw it on
Well, it looks like a lockdown.
It looks like a lockdown. 7 days, right?
7
It
days.
seems like they have implemented their own system of no movement. So they've shut down the some of the spots, some of the construction works. They've shut down those bars, etc., etc. No movement. So I don't know if they probably would have sent out an email, because that's probably how they correspond, and tell everybody to stay in their particular villa and don't move. But there is a shutdown in Mustique. All I was just saying, right? Driving home last night, I say, I hope they don't send the people up to the mainland.
Why?
You guys just stay put there.
Why?
Please. Come on, you see? They're going to send them up.
I'm just playing with you.
We're going to have like a
I'm
kind
just pulling your
I
line.
kind of want issue again, and I don't want
And
that.
union
And
issue.
union, I don't want that.
Oh,
Just
boy.
stay put, guys. You know what I mean?
Everybody-
stay in the villa. And
I feel like everybody at this point should stay put, because contact tracing is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy, I tell you.
Yeah. And Christine-
I don't know how the ministry does do it, but big up to yourself on that contact tracing. And I'm being very specific with what I'm saying. The contact tracing aspect, it can be easy at all. So big up yourself with that.
yeah.
All right. So 15 new cases, 2 new deaths, no recoveries. The Agal in the Lord, I don't know. Say Agal International Airport.
Isolation
The Agal
facility.
isolation facility. The idea took me, tricked me a little bit. So the facility now has 19 patients, right? We were told that they can hold between 20 and 30.
So we're almost there.
We almost at full capacity.
Well, yeah, we're past 50% already. So we
I think that is a little bit crazy.
Calculate that. I was like, give me a calculation, somebody. It was like 65%. You know what I mean?
That is a little bit crazy.
That is 75%. We're almost at capacity in terms of the isolation center. But the numbers, look at the rate of growth in terms of the numbers, right? We had a few person down there, out there, and then it just started growing like crazy. You know what I mean? Last
It
time I
grew
checked,
without
it was
cases.
like 11, and then you show up this morning and tell me how much?
19.
That's 8, like almost overnight. Maybe by the time we finish, you probably have a couple out there. You know what I mean? Another 16 or
Yeah.
so. Yeah. All right, carry on.
It's
Chrissy, carry on.
crazy. It's crazy to think about
I'm
how
scared,
fast
bro.
we are
I'm
getting up
scared.
to that critical point
Yeah.
in our healthcare system. All right. A couple other things, by the way. It is, let me see, it's 6:42, 6:43. That's what, 17 minutes onto the 7 o'clock hour, right here on the Wake Up Call. All right.
Okay,
If you're just
somebody-
joining us, welcome. Hi. Go ahead.
No, somebody said 24 persons are there. So
24 now?
Yeah. 20.
I read 17.
Well,
Sorry, I read 19.
Well, I'm giving you up to date information. Apparently, I'm just kidding. Subject to correction. Interject that. Let me subject to correction. All right, Chrissy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me see if I read wrong.
Yeah, no.
All right.
No,
So
no.
it says that there are currently 19 patients admitted. Perhaps that figure is between this release here and today or now.
Yeah.
But I'm going as at September 20th, 2021, when the ministry released this information. All right. Whether or not the next release would have that 24, then we'll see how it goes. All right.
Don't beat up mommy, good son.
No.
not lying,
It's quite
Chrissy.
fine. It's
I'm-
quite fine
I
because
got my
you
peeps
make
over
me
here.
you make me doubt for a moment there.
Alright.
All right. So
What else?
some other things were trending overnight.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to the US, I know for those persons who are refusing to get themselves vaccinated, that they say, I ain't gonna get myself vaccinated until I really have to, until I'm ready to travel. So if you are contemplating traveling to the US come November, you're gonna have to take that job.
But Crystal, how much of us has visa?
You are gonna have to take that job. There's nothing.
How much
what
of
is
us has
stopping you from-
visa? How much of us has visa? You have a visa?
me just really vex.
How much of us has a
Me
visa?
just really vex. What does
I
that
know
have to
you're
do
saying.
with anything?
But it means that let's
For the
calculate
few
now.
of us, okay.
For the few of
For
us
the one or
that
two
have
of us
enough
that
money,
do not have that have a visa rather, and we have sufficient money to travel to the US. Here's some information for you. Come November, you are going to have to take the vaccine in order to get into the United States of America.
okay, fair. I have no problem.
All right.
With that,
If you
know
don't
what I
have
mean?
a visa, you don't intend to get a visa, you don't intend to travel to the US.
Yeah.
Well, then forget about what I just said.
No, I do have a visa, and I've come to the realization at some point it is going to be essential that vaccination comes into play. And I
For
agree with
travel.
that. For traveling, what I
For
mean?
travel
It's
to the US.
Like if I'm going to Africa or something, I need for like smallpox or something. That is just part of it. It
Yeah.
is necessary to protect.
Yes, please. I like how you say it is necessary to protect, but that's just for information
Which
sake.
vaccine are they accepting? I'm assuming it's gonna be Pfizer.
They have not outlined which vaccines as yet, but I think that they will go down the same road as the green card. When you have to apply for that and you have to do your medicals, they are only accepting 4 to 5 vaccines: Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson and Johnson or Janssen, and the AstraZeneca/Covishield.
No Cubans.
No Cuban,
They
no
are
Sputnik.
So capitalist.
They wait. They're waiting until. So we'll see what happens then. Speaking of Pfizer, they're almost at the point where they are going to approve giving the Pfizer vaccine to children between the ages of 5 and 11. I see that they were at trials, so they're 2 out of 3. So the 3-step phase, they've completed 2 steps.
So we have one
Between
more.
5 and 11, and the results showed that there's a positive response. So I think that is coming as well. Plenty things coming, boy. Plenty things are coming.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Hi, Chrissy.
Yeah, man. Morning to Saboto as
I
well.
was going to say
Saboto
something,
Caesar.
but leave it at that.
You're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Good morning to Saboto Caesar.
What
I
happened?
see that Chapman's had their own vaccination drive yesterday. Yeah, communities are really coming out. The MPs are really coming out. I like to see when everybody, they're working hand in hand, to help to curb the spread of COVID-19. So let's see what other communities are going to come out. I noticed something though. The MPs are the ones who are making the announcements as to the COVID-19 deaths.
I said that yesterday. You're an MP. I elected you. I give you my vote. You're supposed to be looking out for me.
Looking
and
out.
I said kudos to them because they're
Right.
looking out for me. And
Right.
it means that next time I'm going
So-
to vote for you. You know what I mean?
Because the
looking out for your
MP,
people.
wow, that was a very easy sell. That
Yeah.
was an easy sell.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not pessimistic there. I was very, very optimistic on that one. You know what I mean?
This time around, all right. So we're gonna take a quick break on that one, all right.
Right.
And when we come back, we got your X News and your local weather report as we head on up to the 7 o'clock hour. It's the wake up call from 8:30 this morning. We are going to be talking about
About what?
something that men, most men, most men,
What about
most
Chrissy?
men
Come tell me.
love.
What?
All right, you come from that and
This-
you always
no, I
want to
gotta
go
tell you,
back to it.
This is a surprise.
Is it a surprise?
what-
I know that you are going to shy away from this discussion, right? But
Is
come
it?
8:30, we are going to be talking about the female anatomy.
Wait. Let's guys. Wait. No, I'm gonna be serious. So, Chrissy, we're gonna be doing what?
We're going to be talking about the female anatomy, more specifically, not just like that.
I
you
am
know.
going to be the elephant in the room with
you
this
wish-
one.
you
We're gonna be
wish.
speaking about.
You wish you were an elephant, you know.
This is too much. No, I'm not an elephant. and Chrissy, don't do me this morning. So I'm gonna have women talking about women stuff.
We're going to be talking about
I'm going to be standing here.
polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Oh.
It is that awareness month. So we're going to be touching on female ovarian health, all right? And some of the issues that women go through and how we can help, or how men are affected by
Ovarian?
women struggling with this.
Alright, no problem.
All right, and how men can help in this situation from 8:30. From 7:30 though, we are going to revisit that issue we had last week where a number of persons were given a letter, all right, to move from where they are currently located in Arnesville, just opposite Randy's supermarket, right? Where options used to be if people are not sure that there
Right.
was a change, all right?
Where
That supermarket
where
down
Turtle
there.
is, where Turtle washed down, where Turtle
All right.
washed down.
Yeah.
bridge.
So crossing your bridge to go over to the
Yeah.
playing field, that area there.
The red bridge.
There, that area there. All right. The red bridge. All right, cool.
It's a red bridge. I don't know. It was like white and then they painted it red. I don't know why.
All
But
right.
carry on.
Interesting. All right. Today is the final day. The 7 days notice began last week.
Yeah.
Today is the final day.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's happening with that. We'll make a couple
yeah.
links.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give you some updates on that because that was touched on last week, Wednesday, right here.
Yeah.
Max, good morning to you, Max. Give us an update, but we're going to link with you coming up later on in the morning. All right. Let us head to tune. And of course, we've got your X News and local weather reports right here on the